we're going to call to order the Almont Downtown Development Authority meeting January 28th, 2026 at 7:06 p.m. Can we all rise for the Pledge of Allegiance? I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Roll call.
Scott White.
Present.
Steve Schneider.
Present.
Tim Dyke.
Present.
Holly Miller.
Present.
Tucker Miller. Just kidding. Melissa Schneider. Present. Charlie Kroll.
Present.
Julie Johnson.
Present. And do we have any additions or deletions to the agenda?
We do not.
Yay. Any communications? Yay. Do we have any public comment on agenda items? No. Yay.
Anything you want to say at all? All right.
I need an approval of consent agenda, please.
So moved.
Motion made by Steve, supported by Tim. All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? We need an approval of the November 19th, 2025 meeting minutes.
I have
Or
done my-
corrections first.
I have done my editing and they appear to be perfect. So I move to approve.
What a great start to 2026.
You're perfect. Take that.
You're welcome.
Thanks. Appreciate the stamp of approval.
Motion made by Steve,
Second.
supported by Scott. All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Great. Bills payable. I would just like to note, if anyone questions it, like I did, we never received the bill to open the fountain at the beginning of last year, which is why we now have to pay it.
So this is retroactive?
It is
This was the same thing that happened last year, though. I don't think it was the opening, but
I remember
they're
we
kind of
never got a bill.
notorious
Yes.
for when they go to close out the end of the year
Yeah.
for sending us invoices. So
Answering our questions for us.
No problem. Because I already asked.
she already asked me.
That's why. I would like to note, and I'm curious, the DTE bills have gone back down. I wonder if
It's the fountain. Part of it is the fountain.
oh, do you know what my thought was? If those outlets that RCI fixed,
And
if they
that's-
weren't,
Yes, that's what I thought too.
you know, if there wasn't something there that was like draining the electricity.
Those were the two things I was going to tell you. I think it
Mhm.
was the fountain and then the outlets that they had to fix.
I thought about that.
The only thing that I saw that, I'm trying to find it, from the fountain people, there was something on their invoice that said something about fixing DPW something.
It was not.
And it
That-
was
it
a
was not-
$200 charge.
It was not DPW's fault. It was, I know what you're talking about.
Yeah.
And I remember when, hold on, let me look up the.
It's from when they closed the fountain.
So, hold on, let me look up the wording because I'll be able to explain it better.
It says DPW broke PVC union repair.
DPW did not break it. This is why I'm looking for other companies. The way that they have it patched together underneath there, how do I put this? It is not meant to last. It is very much year by year. It wasn't, DPW may have been helping close it when it broke, but it was nothing DPW did
Just the shitty design.
to break it. It was just, yes, it's not designed to last. So, and I was physically there when all of this happened, and it was nobody's fault. It was business as usual, and the PVC started leaking from the connection point, and they had to fix it. So,
But Landscape Direct fixed it, not DPW?
yes.
Okay.
Landscape Direct And that's not to like prolong this conversation, but that's the other part is that Landscape Direct makes DPW do certain things to close it or open it. And then if anything goes wrong, then they do the repairs. So I would just like to find an alternate solution because it seems like we're set up to fail.
Fill the fountain.
Stop it.
Yeah.
Behave yourselves. Don't get Melissa wound up. Come on
Dale
now.
is even sending me alternate ideas to the fountain now. So,
You guys, stop it.
okay, sorry. That's-
Any other questions on bills to be paid?
Make a motion to approve the bills as stated in the amount of $12,913.38.
Motion made by Scott, supported by Tim. All in favor? Aye. Opposed? Great. Moving on, treasurer's report. November revenue and expenditure report. We need a motion to approve. Anybody have any questions for Scott?
I'll make a motion to approve the November revenue and expenditure report as presented.
Second.
You cannot. Sorry.
Support.
Thanks. Motion made by Tim, supported by Charlie. All in favor? Aye. Opposed? Great. Item B, December revenue and expenditure report.
Make a motion to approve the December revenue and expenditure report as presented.
Motion made by Tim, supported by Steve. All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Item C, November check disbursement.
Make a motion to approve the November check disbursement as presented.
Support.
Motion made by Tim, supported by Steve. All in favor? Aye. Opposed? Item D, December check disbursement.
I'll make a motion to approve the December check disbursement as presented.
Support.
Motion made by Tim, supported by Steve. All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Thank you. Reports. Item A, DPW report.
I am very sorry. I think I put the police before
Okay.
DPW. I apologize.
You're fired.
DPW has been doing nothing but plowing and salting
Those guys are so tired, I'm sure.
for months now, since it started snowing, and it has been nonstop. And we always get the most snow on weekends when it's overtime. And they are very
And
excited,
wind.
and I am not.
Yeah. And the wind and the drifts.
Yeah.
Sidewalks been consistently in good shape.
They have been good in any time any businesses or anybody has an issue, they contact me and I contact Brian, and it's
All days on the weekends where you were going out every 3 hours to have to shovel to keep up with it. So,
Yep.
so the reality of having them on site 24/7 to do sidewalks.
We can't
especially
afford
when
that.
you think about how much that costs for overtime for DPW. But they've been doing a really great job. The one thing that Brian did tell me earlier this week was that he may have to order more salt for us for our sidewalks because of how much of like how cold of a winter and snowy of a winter it's been. And it
That's
is
fair.
what it is. We can't
Yep.
make it warmer.
No. Anybody have any questions on DPW's report?
Oh, the only other thing I was gonna say, in case anybody's watching from DPW, they really, really helped with the parade. Usually our volunteers or me and a couple of people in particular would have to pull barricades across the side streets. They did it all this year and it was such an incredible help. It took a big part off of the DDA board and volunteers plate that I just can't thank them enough, because usually like getting down to the parade, we'd have to pull barricades and it took up a lot of time. So I'm so thankful that they took care of that. And they entered into the parade, which I love.
Yep, that's cute. Item B, APD report. Anybody have any questions there? Okay, great. Item C, director's report.
I feel like I haven't seen you guys in so long. December obviously was holiday, and then trying to get everything that I could done before Kim left, because we weren't sure how long it was going to take to hire somebody else. We do have a new Kim. Her name's Randy. She seems great. It's only her second week though, so we'll give her some time to adjust. Heritage Fest, we have started. Some of the things that have happened since I wrote this, Mikey's small town bar now, it's not Mikey's anymore, is going to be running it. Victor's and Roots passed. I'm still looking to solidify entertainment. We had our first meeting before this meeting, and I feel like we got a ton accomplished for January, so I'm happy about that. We're still waiting for construction plans for East and West St. Clair, or timelines. So we'll have multiple plans and locations ready to go. Jeep Cruise and Bike Nights. Anybody who went to any of them knows they were slow this year. I have reached out to all of the restaurants that are open during those times, and we're going to get together sometime next week to discuss. The feedback I've got from most of them is that yes, it was slow, but they do think that having something downtown during this summer does help get people out, because the summer is notoriously slow for them because people barbecue at home and, So I will.
Can you let me know when that is? I would like to go if I can.
Yeah, I would. I was very
Thanks.
going to. It'll probably be a Monday because that works best. But yes. So yeah, I want to get the events committee. After this meeting, I'm going to schedule a meeting for the events committee because we need to meet about Chili Crawl anyways. But we can kind of talk about ideas. But if anybody has any ideas for summer casual family-friendly events that can happen in parking lots, I would love to hear it. I love Jeep and Cruise Night. This year it wasn't great. It wasn't well attended. It was great when people came. It wasn't well attended. The blue ribbon banners are amazing. Since I took this job, I have wanted to see the kids' artwork up there, and I love it so much. We didn't pay for it, but I designed the banners, and the PTA went and got the business sponsorships, and they just look amazing. And Giordano Graphics, they gave us a deal. They charged us the same for doing the artwork. There's different artwork on either side, and they charged us the same as they would if it was the same, because they were just glad to be a part of it. So I'm thankful for them, but I love seeing it, and I think it brings such a community feel. Taking a long time. Chili Crawl is in, this says 26 out of 200 spots. We now have 80 out of 200 spots, and I've only posted about it one time. So we are, and I actually know that it's more than that now, because I've gotten a couple emails right before Heritage Fest meeting started. So we're going to be sold out pretty quick. These are the mugs.
Register now.
Very cute. We raised the price from $10 to $15 this year. Last year, the feedback I got was people wanted a bag too, because they don't use their mug till the very end, and it was hard to sample chili and carry a mug. So we raised the price. We're going to be able to cover this and cover the ice carvings and have a little bit left over. So it's good. Earth Day cleanup is in April. Holy smokes, downtown. There was an incident, in case anybody isn't aware, there was an incident on the 16th, in the Bristol Street parking lot, right at East Mill Street, a vehicle that was pulling a backhoe or a bulldozer on a trailer went through there, pulled down a bunch of wires. Happened to be at dinner, so people came and got me, and I called DTE, Frontier, AT&T, the police chief, the fire chief, and dispatch. And so the fire department came out. They ended up cutting the wires because no other companies came out to evaluate. So they cut them to get them out of the way, because so the wires are obviously black, and it is very dark right there. I drove my Jeep around, and I didn't even try to go under it, but I would have barely made it under. If anybody taller than my Jeep would have drove through, they would have caught them. So the fire department cut them. That Sunday, they were Frontier fiber optic wires. So that Sunday, Frontier came out, and it took them, I know of 11 hours. I have heard it was actually 16 hours. So I don't know if they came back Monday. It took them to weld them all back together, but they are fixed now. The other thing we have to talk about as a board at some point, and we also need to probably have a joint committee meeting on, Dale and I have been working on the American Legion and the demolition of that. Dale and I met with one contractor, and then I met with one, and I'm not sure if he's met with any by himself, but to talk about demoing that building. And the Legion we were told otherwise, but it is absolutely physically connected to the lock building. And the part of the lock building that it's connected to, the roof is completely caved in. Like, if you look in the window, you can see it looks like lights are on. It is just the sunlight from the roof collapsed. One of the contractors climbed up on a ladder and he was like, that roof is, I mean, I'm sure now that it's snowed, it's even more caved in. So the demolition can be completed. The concern is that they're not sure if it's even going to be repaired. The lock shop, like obviously anything you damage or like any wall you take down, you have to replace. The concern is that if the wall that's connecting them is taken down, any kind of movement, the whole thing is
Yep,
going to
building's
collapse
coming with it.
even more. So
Rebuild a wall. Is there a discussion or seek a pricing to see how much it would is?
they're giving us the pricing, and they also said like there's probably a way where they can cut it outside of the wall so that the wall stays, but that's
Have we considered talking to the owner of that building to see?
yes.
Trying
No,
to
no,
years.
No, I understand that, but if the building is unsafe and the roof's not there anymore,
Dale is on that
okay,
part of it.
I guess.
Condemning it?
I can't,
Yeah.
the only thing I tried to do is send certified letters, tried to call at the number we have to try to ask, because we originally wanted to purchase it and just make the whole thing.
If they're not interested in purchase,
Well, they didn't respond to anything, so Dale is going to,
okay.
he already has connections because he has rentals, right? I mean, he lives on Courier.
Well, I guess,
The guy that owns the lock shop lives in?
Yes.
Oh,
Yes. So, I mean, I suppose I don't personally just want to go to somebody's house,
No, you
House.
absolutely should not.
but
no, we shouldn't, but if we can eventually get a hold of them, if the thought is to rebuild the wall, how much more would it be just if we had permission and had a price, how much would it be just to bring it down?
so without getting into too much detail, and I don't know how familiar, I wish I would have put pictures in here. So if you're looking at the lock shop and the Legion, there's this like alcove. What I believe, and I don't have anything except my eyes to tell me that this is actually what happened. There's an alcove between the two buildings, and then the alley continues between the two buildings. The part that's collapsed is its own doorway, and it's clearly an addition. And it goes to, what I believe happened is the Legion added on the bathrooms that encroached into the alley. And then the lock shop said, hey, we need an addition too for like an office or whatever. So we'll just put two walls and a roof and back up to your bathroom wall. That's what I think happened. So the part that because the actual lock shop, the roof's like this, roof's in perfect shape. The part that's connected is a flat roof, and it's clearly an addition. I asked, that's what I thought, but I asked the two people and they said, yeah, it's an addition. That's the part that's collapsed. So if we could even buy that little 100 square foot or whatever it is from him, because it has to come down anyways. It is in absolute disrepair. It would.
Don't we have like building codes and standards, and if a building is falling apart, shouldn't it be OEO'd and?
Is that addition even legal? Did they pull permits and was it?
yeah, I was
don't-
gonna ask.
I will tell
mean,
you, I have been working with the assessor as well, and none of this is, this is all my speculation because none of it is documented, not one bit. But the
I don't-
American Legions, if they had additions, isn't either. So I don't,
Yeah, but we're taking that down, but the other one, if it's not.
I don't see any reason why we should be paying for any demolition of a building, someone else's building that's falling apart already. That's all I'm getting at.
I agree. I'm just saying like worst case scenario. But yes, Dale is fully on the building disrepair of that. I was trying to keep you guys apprised. We are working on getting somebody to demo it. It has just become more complex than.
We wait a little longer, maybe it'll just fall down by itself.
The other thing
In the middle of the night.
The other thing I wanted to talk to you guys about, I don't even know if it's worth it. People have been going into the Legion.
Squatters? Or partiers?
I was thinking about getting the locks changed, but I don't know if it's worth,
Are they getting in?
Or padlocked?
because there are other people who have, because we did not change the locks when we bought it.
Oh, it needs to be
We
padlocked.
need to change the locks. That's a safety issue within itself,
And we need no trespassing signs put up.
yes. And extra patrols, if the chief can do it.
Liability issue.
Exactly.
Yes, please.
Why would you want to go in there?
Yeah.
Because it's a giant empty
Yep.
Party space
Yep.
building.
with no
There's
snow.
probably a dozen trash cans in there that weren't in there before.
At least they're cleaning up behind themselves. That's cool. Jeez Louise. Yep, change the locks, no trespassing signs.
The good thing is I definitely broke the lock. Well, it wasn't my fault, but the lock definitely broke the last time
Oh, yeah.
I showed somebody the one demo guy in there. So I just wish that we didn't have to put extra money into something that we're knocking down, but
Yep.
Along with people not going in the building, am I correct in that another business is using our property to park their cars? On there?
yes,
Can we
yes.
have those cars towed?
And I've already talked to Dale about that. When we met with the demo, we're talking about the same
Pallets.
thing, right? Yeah. Okay. When we met with the first demo company, Dale and I walked it with Dale and I said, this is ours. And I had the physical assessors thing and we measured feet.
Lot measures.
Yeah. So we had a measuring tape, we measured, and he said, so this is yours. So these are parked on your property. But also, not only that, they're using the driveway, which is
Should have no trespass.
all ours. So we're gonna, if we want, we can put,
A barricade?
yeah. We're gonna,
Why?
we can put something across it.
Why? It's our property. Call chief, have him towed.
It's not just the parking though, it's like if you go in that driveway, there's like a pond because they
Creating
use it
potholes.
100 times a day.
But if their cars aren't parked there, would they still be using it?
No, but they do own property back there too. So
Is their property accessible by any means other than our property?
the alley
Alley, okay.
between the lot,
That's
yes.
Okay.
So,
I don't,
Yeah, or put some like tape.
I mean, have a conversation first, but his cars need to get off our property, especially if we're gonna start work on it
Yeah.
sooner than later.
and I think the expectation needs to be set now before we pay to demo and pave it, and then it gets
It's not parking on it when it's paved,
right, and then it,
for sure.
is constantly used.
Mhm.
Quarter one newsletter went out. I'm working on the website. There's a new ADA compliance law that goes in effect the end of February that is a lot. I have to make sure that every document and every image is accessible to anyone that cannot see or hear. So I have to type out descriptions of every image so that when they hover over it, they can hear what it says. And that is also the same as the document. I have to make sure they're in a readable format for
Braille?
like, yeah, whatever kind of reader software. Yep. So,
Wow.
I mean, it's awesome. It's just,
And did the website company inform us of this, or?
yeah,
That's good. Okay.
Yeah.
Because I'm like, how would we ever?
right. They're the
That's
ones that told me, and they're helping
Okay.
do it. But
Cool.
it is, well, they're telling me what still needs to be done.
Right.
But I mean, it's just a lot. It's really at current events, Chili Crawl, Heritage Fest. We just had our first Heritage Fest meeting. And then Earth Day cleanup is going to be here before we know it, along with spring and warm weather and no snow. That's all I got.
Awesome. Okay, new business, item A, finance. 1, resolution to return the fire millage funds to the Almont Fire and Rescue last year, and I think every year, don't we?
Last year was the first year that I know that we did it, because last year was the first year of or 2 years ago was the first year of the millage, and they didn't submit the stuff prior.
Okay, anywho,
But yes,
we would like to return the fire millage funds to the fire department if the board wishes to do so.
I had a protocol question. Last year, we were told that they had to approach us first before we could do it. Is that a one-time deal, or do they have to do that every year, and have they done it? Or is that even a fact?
so that was not true.
Okay,
We can initiate it, but I talk to Chief Smith frequently, and Chief Smith and I did discuss this, and he said he would like to request it
okay.
again. And I talked to him, he's in Florida right now, and he said if you need something official, he can send you an email, but I can show you the text between us if you guys want. He does want it.
Sure he does. I wouldn't blame him.
But no, that is not true. They do not need to.
Okay, well, the way things fly around, I just want to make sure we had it on the record that we're following the correct process.
Yes, and if it is before the millage is collected, like EMS and veterans, there is an official protocol where they have to ask, we have to do a resolution and a motion, and then they have to submit it before it goes on the ballot. But because it already went on the ballot, it already passed, we just have to do it every year. And we can initiate it, or they can initiate it, but obviously I made sure that I didn't think he wouldn't want it, but I wanted to talk to him first. That's all I got. I think I put the amount. I know the exact amount this year. It's $10,489.04.
Resolution 26-01-0 run to return the fire millage funds back to the fire department in the collected amount of $10,489.04.
Support.
Motion made by Tim, supported by Steve. All in favor?
Nope, roll call
No.
vote.
Roll call.
Sorry.
It's a
Scott White?
resolution. Has to go by roll call.
Scott White,
Yes.
Steve Schneider,
Aye.
Tim Dyke,
Aye.
Holly Miller,
Aye.
Melissa Schneider,
Aye.
Charlie Kroll,
Aye.
Julie Johnson.
Aye.
Item 2, bookkeeping services proposal.
It was November, right?
Yeah.
November, we had the draft that I came up with, and it was asked that it went to the attorney. She has provided her red lines and then a clean copy. And I provided both of them for you.
So from a legal standpoint and looking at it as a contract, I do not see any issues with it. Looks fine from that standpoint.
I thought it looked good, but I'm not a lawyer, so. I liked the things that they changed. They made a whole
Yes.
bunch of sense, and the things that they added. Yeah. Thought it was good stuff. So. We just need a motion to approve if this is what we want to do, I reckon.
Make a motion to approve the drafted 3-year bookkeeping services proposal between the Almont Downtown Development Authority and the Village of Almont, with no revisions, and to authorize the DDA director to present the finalized proposal to the village for review.
Second?
Motion made by Melissa, supported by Scott. All in favor? Aye. Opposed? Item 3, Q2 budget amendment.
So, one of the last things Kim did before she left was do a second quarter budget amendment for us.
Is this because of all the new accounts that were created?
Yeah.
Moving all the stuff around to
Mostly-
properly represent the different
Yes.
departments?
Yes,
Yes.
mostly it's because we had all of the new
Everything
DPW
was rolled up.
accounts.
This was the unbundling, unrolling
So
of all of it.
it is and it's not, though.
Yeah, there is some additional money.
I think this needs to be kicked back to the BFI committee, because I don't like some of the things that happened or that she's proposing should happen. I would like the BFI committee to take a deeper dive there and make a different recommendation. Or if they like it, that's fine, but
Treasurer.
Mhm.
Be dealing with a new clerk treasurer also.
Oh, you know what though? You were saying like the bulk of our police is Heritage Fest. That will be on next
Oh.
fiscal year.
yeah, that's what I'm saying. I don't understand why we're increasing that number. We had $11,000
I think she was
budgeted
just
for
doubling
police.
it because we're
Yeah,
halfway
and
through. I agree.
I don't
We
think
don't
that's
need to increase
exactly.
that.
No, nor do I want
I
that,
think we should table it
because
then and take it to
certain
the-
people think that if we have those dollar amounts in our budget, that they
They
need
get
to be
spent.
spent, and they don't. So,
So is that a consensus on tabling it?
Yeah, table it, because it's supposed to be built as a zero-based budget. So if she's just increasing it without any explanation.
thank you. Discussion, item A, chili crawl. I think we talked about it. You guys need to have an events committee meeting, right?
Yes.
Anything else?
No, I mean, I think
Yeah.
everything, oh, wait. I did have other stuff. So I have 4 chilies so far and 4 places that are doing
A cocoa?
other things.
Oh.
And then a store that is doing a special, like free it in with
Nice.
purchase. So that's what I have so far.
And registration's gonna be at State Farm this year.
Registration's gonna be at State Farm this year, and they also want to do hot chocolate. The couple of things that I am struggling with, or not struggling, but well, I'm struggling with a lot, Scott. Okay. We don't have, so Yarborough's are out of town this year, and we historically have done registration there and then a chili there from so Blake's Backyard and Country Smokehouse generally do 2 chilies
And they need a home.
each, and they need a home. So I just am looking for businesses that aren't restaurants because the restaurants get so
busy.
overwhelmed that day, to house those. It may not be an issue because Country Smokehouse says they have a huge,
They got that trailer they can pull, don't they?
yeah,
I thought
it's
they had
just
a
freezing
serving
out.
type food trailer.
Yeah, and I could ask if they could do that.
Set it up in the,
I mean, it worked really well last year. I could even ask State Farm if they could let us house one of them. Country Smokehouse is the only one who is,
about getting access to that dance studio. Where my
oh
granddaughter
yeah,
dances.
Jocelyn's might let us do it.
My granddaughter dances there. I mean,
I can talk to Jocelyn. I've known her my entire life.
it's right there in line with everything.
Yeah, that's a good idea. There was someone else I was thinking about too that's
Funeral home?
boy.
Or just dying.
Almont Inc. said that they are short-staffed right now, but I wonder if they would let somebody come and serve out of there if they didn't have to do anything. I can talk to them. Okay, other than that, Chili Crawl is going great. Chili Crawl, no offense to all the other events, Chili Crawl is my favorite. Everybody is just there.
Positive.
There, yes, positive, there to have a good time, excited to get out of the house in the middle of winter. I love it. And our ice carver was amazing last year. I'm excited for him to come back.
He's a nice guy.
Yeah, he was great. So,
Cool. Item B, Heritage Fest. I think
no.
we talked about that a lot. We're not going to go into detail here. You can watch the Heritage Fest meeting. Old Business Holiday Festival. It's great.
I think Holiday went great. It was cold, but
And isn't it? Not as cold as it is now.
I can't.
We
You're
should
right.
be grateful.
I am so
So the
thankful.
following weekend was super cold.
I know.
We did it when we did
I
it
know.
because the following weekend was brutal.
Yeah.
I think Holiday went great. I think the community, I don't know.
Blast?
I think the community always loves Holiday. I do love Holiday too. I think people are mostly positive about Holiday as well.
It's just more work than
It
Chili
is.
Crawl is for
It
us.
is. Chili
That's why
Crawl
Chili
is
Crawl's
is
It's
much,
low effort, more fun.
and everybody is so excited about
And nice.
Chili Crawl. I don't know what it is about Chili Crawl, but everybody loves it.
They do.
As cold as it was for Holiday Parade, there was a really nice crowd out.
Yes, there was such a good
There
turnout.
always is. It doesn't matter how cold or snowy it is. Yep.
It's nice to see the community together like that. So,
It is.
Well done.
Love it. Hot Cocoa Crawl coincided with holidays.
Good Holiday.
Tucker loved it. I mean,
I think it went well from my perspective, but also we were down at parade lineup an hour into Hot Cocoa Crawl, so I'm not sure how. I mean, all the feedback I got was, I did get a few, like, not complaints, but like things we could do different next year. But I thought it went well, and it was we sold 200.
or no. Sure. Probably.
There's 100.
Was it only 100?
I think so.
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
I think it was only 100. But, I mean, it was an easy way to make a little bit of money. So, I thought it was fun. I thought it seemed to be well received, and did you have a good?
That wasn't crazy, but I'm
Yeah.
down there at the end, so.
And that's kind of what I wanted, though, was to have enough stops where nobody was like overwhelmed. But it was our first year. We
Yeah.
can
It's
made some
October
tweaks.
problem.
Yeah, that's an after Heritage Fest problem.
Do we have any public comment on non-agenda items? Are we still awake out there? Yes, great. Board questions and comments. Scott?
Great job at Holly Fest. A lot of fun.
Mr. Steve?
The Holly Fest thing is another one of those events that brings the community together, which is a real plus. I think it's part of why we serve here, number one. And number two, I hope this doesn't sound too repetitive, but I think Angela has is up to her game another notch. That's it.
Just like with the holiday parade, it's hard to believe it's already been a month and a half since that occurred. But it's just a good event for the community, and and it was well organized. And I walked up and down the full sidewalk, and people just seemed to be really happy. So
What's up? Charlie? Julie?
Thanks for all the hard work and looking forward to 2026.
Angela?
Thank you to everyone who helped for Holiday. It was, anybody who's ever done parade lineup knows it's a crazy hour and a half, and then it is just beautiful. So I do love Holiday. I say Chili Crawl's my favorite, but then I start thinking about Holiday and it warms my heart. I love seeing all the kids in parade lineup. That is like, they're so excited. I'm excited for Chili Crawl. I'm really excited. I think the community just loves it, and I'm excited to get there, but also I would like for time to slow down a little bit because Heritage Fest is going to be here before we know it.
Tim, if you could just make sure that we never fix our roads so that the roads aren't closed
Yeah, if
for
East and
Heritage
West
Fest, that would be
could
great.
never get-
That's my comment. Let's just let the roads be garbage, I guess.
as president, I'll do what I can.
It's not a great solution, but I don't want the roads closed for Heritage Fest. Thank you all. Happy 2026. I hope we do awesome things this year. Let's call it 7:53.
Oh, and it's so good to see everybody. I feel like
I
it's
know.
been so long.
It is.
I saw some people at Kim's
Yeah.
going away party, but
If you guys need anything signed, you can bring it to any of us. We'll sign it for you. Come on up. Shut her down there, Scott.
Yeah.